Xbox Game Boy doesn't want to freaking record. Go figure, right? I managed to get some of the magnetic levitation pads from the Nebuchadnezzar to work. Maybe if I get closer to the back, they'll start. No, they're not working in the back. See? I walk away and the animation disappears. But then when I reload, it's there. Hold up. Watch this. So I made the Nebuchadnezzar from the Matrix, and I didn't use any mods for the body. You could build the body, but I had to use Blender to get the lightning effect. So you won't be able to get the pads like this, but once I finish it, I'll um I'll upload it to the No Man's Sky Creative and Sharing Hub on Discord, and then you guys could download it from there. If you're on console, PlayStation or Xbox, you could get the service bot. So with the service bot, there's an app. With the service bot, you'll put in a code. Once it's ready, I'll give you the code and everything. I've never done that before, so they'll make a code. But look, I gotta still work on it. That's what I'm saying. Look at the pads, how they're sticking out. I gotta put them in the body. I was just testing to see if it'll work. Not bad, eh? So this is the Nebuchadnezzar from The Matrix. And look, I'll show you. Looks just like the Nebuchadnezzar. I got the body shape down. There's a picture I found with a cutaway of the Nebuchadnezzar from the movie, and it shows all the levels. There's seven, well, there's six levels, but the front is like that with the little vents there, and then the vents up there. See, before the top ones had lightning. Just depends, I guess, on the angle. It's so big. Maybe that's why they're not loading up. I have no clue. I did them all the same, so all of them will have that effect. But maybe it's because I'm so far away. You know how things take a while to load up. But maybe when I spawn it in, no, I spawned it in it and they shut off. Maybe they just shut off because it's a lot. Because what I did was I took I took that engine, the lightning engine, and I scaled it down to fit inside of each and every pad. and the engine scaled down, but the animation stood big like that. Not bad, huh? This is just a test model. If anybody wants to help me, this is the first project I ever did inside a blender. I learned Blender last week in 6 hours from my boy Finch. Shout outs to Evolved Finch. And then I asked him if he could try to do this, but we tried a different method. He shrunk them the long ways to like a pancake. But I never used Blender to make a ship. I built this ship by hand. I built all my ships by hand. But I used Blender for the first time to see if I could get this effect going, and I did it. That's not bad for a test, right? And then the Nebuchadnezzar has a front landing bay, and then they got a little turret on the bottom there. Boop. And then there's a turret in the back facing the opposite way. I don't know if we could see it from here, from this angle here. But there's a turret on the tail that faces the opposite way. I still haven't put all the antennas in place. I gotta use Blender because I gotta scale up the antennas and I gotta rotate them. I don't like how they're the same everywhere you place them. If they're on the left side of the ship, they should flip automatically, or they should give us the option to flip them because I like symmetrical stuff. I don't like all lopsided. It's short here, long here, short here, long here. I want it long, short, short, long. So if Hello Games hears this, please hear my cry for symmetrical stuff. So anyway, see, I put this turret pointing backwards, and the turret on the Nebuchadnezzar looks like that. Now, I think I saw one that goes underneath, right there, right underneath it, but I don't know. And then the black that they got, that's the blackest that I could do it. Oh, they're still on here. Maybe it'll take some time. Oop, sorry. My controller's on my lap, and I'm literally controlling this with my left hand, so bear with me. But if anybody wants the Nebuchadnezzar, it's on the way. But I don't know how to use Blender, so the pads are always pointing down like that. In Blender, I seen this one's 90, so I put negative 90 to flip these up, and I moved them all to point 0, 0.09, negative 90, and then 0 and 0, and then this one's 90 degrees, and then 0 and 0. So I zeroed them in to the positions they were in. I haven't done anything else to the pads, but I gotta, let me see. Here, look. I'll show you real quick. Boop. Now, if you look at the pads, see they go up and sideways, and then these go sideways and sideways, and then these go down and sideways. Those are the front, those are the sides. See? Front, sides. Oh no, these are the front too. These are the front here. See? Front, front two pads. So I gotta make those pads like that. Oh my god, look at that thing at nighttime. None of this was planned. See, and you guys know that those were on, and now they're off. So maybe it's just let me fly her around and stuff and test her some more. But this is just a little heads up to let you know that it's coming. Also, that's doing all right. I'm watching Tron. So, let me see. Excuse me. See? That's the cutaway I got. That tells me the levels. You see, one, two, three, four, five, six, and one, two, three, four, five levels. Well, four levels, and that, and the windshield. These two. This is a half, and then you see. So that's how I got that. See. Now I wanna. This isn't the one from the movie. This is from the sketch artist that designed it and stuff like that. So if you notice, it's got the turret on the bottom that I put, but it's not. It's not hanging on a turret. I don't know, pillar you want to call it, whatever the hell, podium. And there's a turret on the top. You see, this one's pointing backwards. There's none down here. And then you see these pads are straight up vertical. Then like at a 45. Then these are, So that's why I want to keep testing and tweaking until it looks like this. What's up, baby? You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Cool. I'm just showing the people. And then you see all the antennas? How these are thicker? That's why I gotta scale them with Blender. But don't worry, for those that can't make it. You see, this turret thing is what holds the turret. I did that with a canister and a storage. I'll show you. But you see, it's gonna be hard to get the pads exactly to look like it looks with the parts that we got in game, but I wish I could make that. That's it. Okay. Boom. Did you see the Nebuchadnezzar? I got it to partially work. Did you see? Hey, Mr. Egg UFO, come here. Did you see it? With the lightning?
Uh-huh.
That's not something you could build in the game. Watch me break YouTube now.